Players annual meeting dinner skit. We would like to take a moment to thank all of those behind the scenes, the people who made this production possible. Zoe Macon for putting the slides and videos together and running the projector. Ronnie Riddle for handling the sound. Caroline Witter for procuring the scenery settings and the assorted props that we needed. Eileen Van Dawson for creating a lovely beatnik couple and the night sky window. Our stage hands, Diane Gruelle, Caroline Witter, Lonnie Riddle, and Pam Amick. Tracy Branham for makeup, and also CJ helped the guys too. And June Genis for handling the lights and being our writer and director. Okay, now I'm going to list the cast in order of appearance. Please hold your applause until the very end. On the top of our cast of entrants, we have the Jojoba Bull. Of course he had to come tonight. We have Ed Owens, who is our narrator, Ellen Riddle, Richard Lucas, June Genis, Roger Raines, Art Walker, Pam Amick, Ken Horn, John Van Gossen, Kathy Peterson, Ken Horn, Lewis Packard, and CJ Walker, excuse me, sorry CJ. And the Jojoba Players extras who are filling our cafe.
Welcome to the Jojoba Hills Beatnik Cafe, where we will take a walk down memory lane during the time of the Beatniks. But just what was a beatnik anyway? The term beatnik didn't actually enter our vocabulary until 1958, when Herb Caen coined it in his column in the San Francisco Chronicle. Earlier, we just had the Beats, or the Beat Generation, defined by Kerouac as worn down by his fellow man, beatific. Eventually, beatnik came to represent not so much the beats themselves, but the legion of fans that sought to emulate them. You may remember some others of Kerouac's traveling companions from those early days, like Allen Ginsberg.
Howl for Carl Solomon. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the Negro streets at dawn looking for an angry fix. Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of night, who, poverty and tatters and hollow-eyed and high, sat up smoking in the supernatural darkness of cold water flats, floating across the tops of cities, contemplating jazz.
Beatnik cafes began popping up like mushrooms in New York City, Chicago, and San Francisco. On open mic nights, anyone could take the stage and share their talent.
Ellie Shantine here with a couple poems. One morning, I awoke, missed the sunrise as I slept. I slept into another time. I heard the bongo beat, fingers snapping, snap, snap, thinking words so deep, deep, deep. I swoon at his feet. The record spins and spins and spins, words to ponder, in my heart to keep. To keep. Keep. Awake now, I hear new bongo beat. The beat, beat, as I walk, pondering words heard while asleep. Asleep, and still asleep.
Yes, you probably all recall that the beats snap their fingers rather than clap. But do you know why?
Hey, put that racket down there. There's people trying to sleep up here.
Well, I did say they popped up like mushrooms, and many were in basements which had apartments above them. In order to avoid complaints about loud noise late at night, the softer sound of snaps replaced loud claps. Are you enjoying the show so far?
In desert middle, hidden from life, out there, Hohobians live, an island escaping the turmoil of surrounding people see. Hohobians, old beatniks, grown into older hippies, hidden in retirement garb. Fought for love, fought for peace, looking for common ground. We have our hidden treasure boxes, safe in corner of a shed, love beads, peace symbols, old tattered berets, days long gone, we have moved on. Hohobians, retired out of the flow of a now crazy world. Joyous beatnik, hippie volunteers, we sing, we dance, old memory songs, poetic words speak in our eyes. Eyes. We close our eyes, admit quietly within, secret to Hohoba's beauty lies deep within, caught in these our beatnik hippie roots.
Originally, the beat scene was all literary, primarily free-form poetry. But as folk music became more popular in the mid-50s, it began to creep into the cafes as well. But it wasn't always welcome.
Oh, I ain't got no home, I'm just a roaming round, just a wandering worker, I go from town to town. But the police make it hard wherever I may go, 'cause I ain't got no home in this world anymore. When I look around, it's mighty plain to see this world is a odd and a funny place to be. 'Cause the gambling man gets rich and the working man stays poor, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore.
deadbeats and come back again.
Hey, anytime.
But that wasn't the end of poetry. It's okay, folks. You can come back now. We've got another poet for you.
Jojoba groovin'. I am a mere woman, soiled and worn, from digging and weeding in my jojoba garden of DG. Ouch! Is that a cactus thorn? I am a mere woman, soiled and so indecisive. Tomorrow, which cookie should I bake for the cookie wagon? Do I smell? What do I smell? I am a mere woman, soiled and yet I walk with faith. She and I explore the hills of jojoba, I with a poopy bag, and she with the will to fill it. I am a mere woman, soiled and yet in such awe. I set my task at hand down, I rush out my door to watch the sun escape the day. Oh, is that my smoke detector? The end.
Eventually, folk was accepted as part of the beatnik culture, and many of the old coffee houses were adding liquor licenses. But new arrivals in the Big Apple still stepped up to the open mic to try their hand.
Now, folks, I want you to put your hands together and welcome this guy. This is his first performance at Cafe Walk, and he's dynamite. You're really going to enjoy him. He's all the way here from Minnesota. Welcome, Robert.
Good evening, folks. I'm glad to be here. I understand some of you folks are going to take my picture and hang it up somewhere. I hope you do. I'd like to see that when I get back here next time. How many roads roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? And how many seas must a white dove sail before she can sleep in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind, and blowing in the wind. That one too many smoke there, bongo player. How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years must a man have before he can hear people cry? And how many times must I sing this song before my tip jar is full? I guess the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. My tongue got stuck. How many times must a man look up before he can really see the sky? And how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many times did I write this last verse and forget the damn thing every time? It's blowing. Answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Answer is blowing in the wind.
We want Robert to come back, right? Robert, remember the next song. Oh, Bob, call me Bob. Dylan. Bob. Yeah. Got it.
Robert Allen Zimmerman was actually known by many names before he became famous as Bob Dylan. Many of the songs he wrote started as poems.
Hey, that's cool, man. You ought to set that to music.
I think I did.
Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? And where have you been, my darling young one? I stumble on the sides of 12 misty mountains. I'm walking and crawling 6 crooked highways. I've stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. And it's hard, and it's hard, and it's hard, and it's hard, and it's a hard rains are gonna fall.
In 2016, Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. And the guy looking over his shoulder was another beat poet named Hugh Romney. We'll hear more about him later. Dylan paved the way for many more singers, like a young woman from California.
What a delightful group we have here tonight, truly. Grateful that you're here tonight. The first song that I would like to share, actually, and the last song, invites audience participation. So I welcome you to join in on the chorus. Those of you who don't know the song, let me help you, coach you through the last half of the chorus. The words are tricky. Read my lips. Na, 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 na. Virgil Kane is my name. I drove on the Danville train till Stoneman's cavalry came and tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. I took the train to Richmond that fell. It was a time I remember oh so well. Here we go. The night they drove Dixie down. The bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down. And all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. That was lovely. Back with my wife in Tennessee, one day she said to me, Virgil, quick come see, there goes the Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind, I'm chopping wood. I don't care if the money's no good. Just take what you need and leave the rest. But they should never have taken the very best. Again, the night they drove old Dixie down. The bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down. The people were singing. They went na 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 na. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's really delightful.
Oh, we did. We did. Oh. Thank you, miss.
Good. Hey, question for you. You sing just as good as she does.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I got a good name for the group.
Really? Well, yeah? I'll have to think about that, but thank you. Peter, Paul, I'll see you a little later.
Before joining Peter Yarrow and Dole Paul Stuckey to become Peter, Paul, and Mary Travers waited tables in Greenwich Village.
Here they come.
What happened to our...
That's it? You hear us? Yeah.
Oh, Pete, Pete, no. The magic grass. live by the sea, frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Papers loved that rascal Puff. Join us. Brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie travels on a boat with billowed sails. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. No kings and princes would follow where they came. Pirate ships flew o'er their flags and Puff roared out with fame. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
The dragon lives forever, but not so, little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One great night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more. In Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearful roar.
His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
The beach scene was fading, replaced by the flower children of the hippie scene. Remember that poet named Hugh Romney? He surfaced at Woodstock as Wavy Gravy, who became the official clown of the Grateful Dead. But we're not quite ready to leave the cafe scene behind. So let's bring back some of those other folk songs we all remember as we bid farewell to the Jojoba Beatnik Cafe. Join our troubadours as they lead us into the future. Please sing along.
All right, baby.
Okay. So if you know the lyrics, sing along. And if you don't know the lyrics, you don't mean the 55 and over conditions, and you have to turn in your name tag on the way out. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? A long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls, if there everyone. Long time passing, where have all the youngers gone? Long time ago, where have all the youngers gone? Gone to harmonies, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young men gone? Long time passing. Where have all the young men gone? Long time ago. Where have all the young men gone? Gone for soldiers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the soldiers gone? Long, long time ago. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn?
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between the brothers and the sisters, all over this land.
Below
welcome to join us up here and say hello. Some of them may take off their wigs and tell you who they really are.